wild time.
So what did you want to circle back to? Did you figure it out yet?
I can do it. It's kind of mean, but I'll do it anyway. Whatever.
Well, you're a mean guy.
Hey,
all right.
That's what this Patreon's for, mean shit.
It is. Retep, what color is Mozambique?
Fuck you.
Sucker. Africa. Can you see my
mean.
mouse? Can you see my mouse? Is it up
Yes,
here?
we
I
can,
see your
yeah.
mouse, yeah.
Is Mozambique there?
No, because you would never pick the first spot. So
Okay.
select new spots.
I'm just going in order, but is Mozambique there?
I just want to say fuck you again. No. No.
Is Mozambique there?
I think it's there, and I'm probably wrong too. I honestly don't know.
No, it's not.
Is Mozambique there?
Yes, I think it's there. More south than you've been putting
Is
on.
Mozambique there?
It can't be in two places. It's in that place.
No,
It's
this
in
is
the middle.
Mozambique.
I was
Oh,
close.
it's way
So
south.
you were pretty close. This weird shaped country over here is Mozambique. That's where I was.
The yellow is Mozambique? I always thought it was small. I thought Mozambique was small.
No, it's huge country. It's a lot bigger than the state of California.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
massive.
So
I mean,
we
it's
were
like the size of
here and
Madagascar.
then here. Yeah,
Holy
no,
shit.
it's gargantuan. It's absolutely huge. We took a
Gotta fit all
charter
those
plane.
elephants in there.
Took a charter plane from like here to probably here, and on a charter flight direct, it took 5 hours.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's
Was it going
wild?
Was it
a
going
prop?
55 miles an hour?
that was a prop plane, but no, I mean it was still doing 130, 150 knots, whatever. But it's a big country.
I don't know what not is.
Do you get any anxiety on those little bush planes in Africa?
I don't, but I grew up in them. Don't forget. So like
Sure.
my mom had one, and we used to run the safaris out of them. So I grew up in them. But I see, you can always look around. I mean, you're a dead giveaway, but you always look around and see who on the small plane is like having anxiety over it, and they're noisy and bumpy, and yeah, they kind of suck.
Yeah, you're
they're pretty
basically
bad. They're
you're
not
in
fun.
basically an unsanctioned roller coaster ride. So like an unsafe one. I mean, like, it's like rickety. Like on a roller coaster, you feel secure. You're like locked in. On those planes, like I took one, I think, from fucking Florida to like Key West or something. It was one of those little ones. And I was like, and it wasn't even that small, but I was like, this thing could definitely go down. Like I'm looking at the fucking engine. I'm like, has that thing even been like oiled? Look at it. There's some rust on there.
Dude,
These screws look
you
rusty.
should have seen the one that I flew around in Mexico, right? Like the last thing I did before I went to Mozambique.
Yeah.
I put a little bit of it on my stories. It legitimately is. So it's a fabric airplane. Like the whole thing is fabric stretched over a frame. I'm
Oh
not
my
kidding.
God.
So like imagine, I'm trying to
Wright
explain
Brothers
it.
style.
Yeah, it's here. I've got
Did you
a
have to
picture.
pedal too?
No, but you push it. That's how you get it started. I'm not kidding. It's on floats.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's on floats,
Oh my
and it weighs
God.
about like here. I'll show you. It's on floats. It weighs about 130 pounds total, and so you push it like so. It's there. Nope.
Oh,
that's
wow,
Johnny.
yeah.
And that's the whole thing. It's just this little tiny two-seater.
Whoa.
There's me. The pilot sits here. This is canvas, not metal. It's canvas stretched over a frame. And I'll just see if I can find a picture of it, like for side profile. It is covered in duct tape. Like the whole thing is held together by duct tape. Here
Yeah.
you go. Look at, watch this. Look at the patches. See that? That's just a patch from where at some point while flying he tore it. Like the whole
Yeah.
thing is just
Holy
covered
shit.
in duct tape. And we flew around in this thing, and it was bananas.
Were you scared
Dude,
of flying
yeah.
in that thing?
No, I was having a great time. It's got this tiny little engine. You can kind of see there. See how the whole thing is shaking? It's literally just canvas and this like lawnmower engine that you're flying around with. It was nuts. It was totally nuts. And there's this Mexican dude, and I'm like, "Are you a pilot?" He's like, "Yeah, man, I made the plane." I'm like, "Right, but are you a pilot?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I think we're on two different wavelengths here." Yeah.
Dude,
I'm a
it's,
pilot. Are you an engineer too, or?
dude, it's in Greenland. You fly around in the helicopters, and all the helicopter pilots. I mean, dude, the first time I was there, I was maybe 31. They're all 22. I mean, like they don't have.
You're like,
no-
"These are
no one-
children."
Dude, no one who could grow a hair on their face, right?
It's flying you around, the most dangerous country in the world when it comes to aviation.
Dude, and they don't have a military, so they're not ex-military or anything.
Right.
And they're such hot dogs because they know, typically we're filming or we have a camera mounted to it. And they're like, you want me to do like a close call through here? And like Chris Darnell, who the camera guys are like, yes, do it. You want me to buzz through this narrow canyon? Don't tell anyone. And I'm just like, no. Dude,
they probably loved your freak out reaction more than anything, than even the thrill of doing it.
I find helicopters less scary than planes, though. The way they move, I trust them more. I don't know what it is about a helicopter. I don't get nervous typically unless they're buzzing a cliff.
So if any brosners ever decide to fly with Tropic Ocean Air, my buddy Adam, actually he's not there anymore, but he was their lead pilot for a while. And he's a seaplane pilot, but not like a janky little one like the one I showed you, like the real, 6-seater seaplanes. And he flies rich people out to and from the Bahamas. And one day I'm out in Florida with him. And he's like, hey, you want to like jump in, wear a white button down, and I'll say you're my co-pilot, and we'll throw our dive gear in the plane, and we'll go dive and fish all day. And then, we got to get to the plane before we bring people home. And I'm like, 100%, let's go. And so we load up in the plane. We get there early. We load everything. I put on a, way too small white button-down shirt that makes me look like a pilot. And I nod my head that I'm the co-pilot the whole time. And we get on the plane, and Adam pulls his headset off, and he goes, hey, watch this, to me. And he gets on the show. He goes, ladies and gentlemen, this is Adam Shevitz, and just please remember to put, he gives the whole spiel. He goes, please remember to put your phone on airplane mode. Thank you. I'm like, all right, whatever. And then 15 minutes into the flight, 20 minutes into the flight, he goes, watch this. And I'm like, okay. And he just grabs the wheel of the plane and goes, and like pulls the plane, so it does this huge dive. And he goes, didn't I tell you guys to put your cell phones on airplane mode? And he's just two people on their phone that like quickly are freaking out to put their fucking phone away. And he just like looks at me with his smile, and I'm like trying so hard not to explode with laughter. And he's just fucking with the entire flight.
I gotta say, good for him, because it literally makes me insane. And it's usually the person I'm traveling with. When people disregard the pilot's wishes, I'm like, you're fucking crazy. Like, we have too many rights. Like, you are on someone else's airplane that flies through the sky and gets you to Australia in half a day.
Right.
Do whatever they ask. We should have to do more when we go through an airport. People complain about TSA and security. They should set up so that every employee of the airline just lines up and you walk through them and they slap you in the face. You want to get on their plane. It's nuts. Put your
the pilot or the TSA?
Mode.
The pilot just gets to slap everyone. Just boom.
Wild times.
So if you want more behind the scenes stuff that we cannot show on YouTube, Darwin Awards, video breakdowns and reviews, check out the Patreon. It's full of hours and hours of incredible exclusive content, stuff that you guys are going to love. Swipe up, click the link, do the thing, come and hang out on Patreon. See you guys there.